Morning, people. Afternoon. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes. This is vaping with an acquired brain injury checking in. I have a brain injury, as if you didn't already know. I've been vaping for 5 years. Well, more than 5 years now. I smoked for 34 years. Okay. And somebody offered me a e-cig one day, and because I was desperate to quit smoking, I wasn't feeling best, and I tried everything. I tried NRT. I tried everything. I just could not quit. Anyway, somebody offered me one of the Ego style batteries, and I never touched cigarettes since. And then I progressed from being a vapor, quitter vapor, and then to a hobbyist and a coil builder and advocate, and not many people like my methods of advocacy. They don't. I'm not the most politically correct person in the world, okay? And so I do get myself into a bit of trouble sometimes. But, I just do the research and I give my opinion based on the research that I've done. And if people don't like it, I'm sorry. What can I say? But that's just the way it is. So anyway, let's get back to the big business, which was Mr. Trump meeting with industry, um, with Juul Labs and all the rest of these people, Enjoy and whatever, and to discuss, the vaping, well, whatever they call it, a crisis in America. What struck me was everybody kept talking about flavors, 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 flavors. Not one person raised the issue of high nicotine strength, 69 milligrams of Juul. Nobody mentioned it. Nobody mentioned how addictive it is. Nobody mentioned how destructive it is. They just focus on flavors, as if flavors are the problem, not the nicotine strength. And I saw that as a missed opportunity again, because we do not have a teen vaping crisis in Europe, because we have a nicotine limit of 20 milligrams. And Juul Labs, they've entered the European market, and they've been over to Brussels lobbying the commissioners to have the limit raised, because kids aren't using their products. Yeah, they're not selling very well at 20 milligrams. Was it 1.7 milligrams nicotine strength in their products in Europe, and they're not selling. So they're over, lobbying their asses off to try and get the limit raised to make it more addictive, or as what they call it, more satisfying to smokers. Yeah, more satisfying. My arse. It's they've already, they've admitted it. They were selling to, that their products were, you know, kids love their products. I don't know why that keeps shifting, but and that they were getting rid of their flavors because there was a problem, but they kept their flavors in Europe. And now, what's the difference between their flavors in the US to their flavors in Europe? And we still haven't had this teen epidemic in Europe. It's because there's a limit on the nicotine strength, and people haven't picked up on that. And so you need to go back to the drawing board over in America and say, it's the nicotine. It's been staring at us in the face all along. We get a reduction on that, we'll end the teen vaping crisis overnight. It'll be done and dusted. Everybody can just get on with their business. Juul Labs would probably go out of business. They wouldn't be able to stay in business because nobody's going to buy their products if they don't get a buzz off them. That's a fact. You only have to read Reddit posts. What the Redditors are saying about the European Jewel. They said it's useless. They don't get a buzz off it. You know? And they've been trying to find ways of getting a higher strength shipped in. Yeah. Then you have to read the other Reddit posts of people who are trying to quit Jewel. It's a depressing story, really is. You read some of these stories on Reddit, and these people are speaking. They've no axe to grind of anybody. They're just sharing their experiences. It's matter of fact. The way you read it is matter of fact. They're not lying about what they're saying. They're just like they're having a just normal conversation with people. It's not contrived in any way. And you can see by the way it's written. And so, look, you just need fresh thinking. Go back to the drawing board and advocate for nicotine limits. Yes. That's if you want to save the vaping industry. Anyway, there are my thoughts. You might disagree. And, Anyway, look, like I said, I have a brain injury. And I wonder sometimes whether the entire world has a brain injury or not. Because of what I'm seeing. The ignorance, the arrogance, the denial, living in denial that there's a problem with nicotine. Yeah. I've seen it all. So anyway, they're my thoughts. All right, all the best.